4 a.m. Wednesday morning. I was driving down Palm Springs. Lost the car. I lost all my memories, my computer, my camera, a lot of footage. 4 in the morning, I was driving and then I saw sparks in the rear view mirror. And I thought I had a flat tire because, you see the sparks behind you. And I'm like, okay, I probably got a flat tire. I can start slowing down. So I move over to the middle section, between the two yellow lines. And then I looked to my left. When I looked down, I just saw a light coming from like under the backseat door, and it was on fire. And I'm like, oh shit, like something's on fire. And then I tried hitting the brakes. So then I hit the brakes, but the brakes weren't working. I was like pressing it, and the brakes weren't working. I'm like, oh shit, the brakes aren't working. So when I saw the sparks, I let go of the gas. I was probably going like 40 something. It was like a 45 or something. So I let go of the gas when I saw sparks. I like, oh, I got to fly. I got to let the car slow down a little bit before I hit the brakes. Then I saw there was a fire behind me. I hit the brakes, and they weren't working. So then I hit the e-brake, and then the car started slowing down. But then I opened the door, and I'm like, it's on fire. I had just filled it up the night before, and I know that the fuel pump is on the left side. So that's on fire. It's close to the fuel gas tank. So I took out my foot and I slowed the car down. I put on e-brake, and then I kind of opened the door and I slid. I'm gonna try to get some security footage from like the church. It was like by a church in Palm Springs. So then I slid the car with my left foot, slowed it down, and then I got out the car. I grabbed my phone and I got out the car. The phone was in the middle compartment, and then I knew I had my backpack on the right side, on the passenger side, but like behind it, like on the back. My backpack was right there, but I saw the fire on this side, like on the driver's side behind me. And then like in a split second, I'm like, I have to unlock the car, run over around, get my backpack to save all my equipment. But the fire's already going, and there's a chance that what if I'm trying to get my backpack and the car explodes, like in like a split second. Like there was no time to like really rationalize it. I decided not to get my stuff because I'm like, it's not worth it trying to save my backpack, and then the car explodes, and I wouldn't be making this video right now. So yeah. So I didn't get my backpack. So in this backpack, it was literally my entire workflow. So I always have my laptop with an SSD drive where I edit my software, where I edit my videos. I use Final Cut Pro. So I edit everything on this SSD drive, so it runs faster. Then I had a 5 terabyte Lacy with like a bunch of files, Coachella footage, all kinds of stuff. Then I had a camera, my Osmo Pocket, my iPad. I had like a checkbook, a notebook that I had a bunch of stuff, just notes on a notebook. I like to write stuff down. And then the microphone for the DJI. Anyway, like my entire workflow. And I always carry everything in this backpack. It was like a camera bag. It's a Sony camera bag. I've had it for probably like 4 years, 5. I think I got like in 2019 or 2020. I got it as a Christmas gift actually. We had like a Christmas gift exchange where everybody had to give each other a $100 gift back in like 4 or 5 years ago, and then someone gifted me this Sony backpack, which was pretty cool, super practical. I took this backpack to Chicago and Tampa, and everywhere I go, I had this backpack with me. So I had packed everything this morning because I was on my way to work. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to make some videos in the middle of the day. I don't want to go from Rancho Mirage all the way to Coachella to get my stuff, so I always have it with me. So then, anyway, I got out the car, and then, so I left it in the middle of the intersection, but like, there was 2 lanes on both sides, but the double yellow divider. So the car was right there, so I parked it safely. There was not that many cars. It was like 4 in the morning on a Wednesday. So then I was on the left side by the church, like in the grass area, and then I was just watching the car burn. Oh, the first thing I did was I called 911. So I called 911, and then actually on my phone I have George Bush. When I call 911, that's what comes up. It just says George Bush. So then I called 911 and said George Bush, and I was like, oh shit. So I call him like, hey, my car's on fire. Then I look at the intersection, and it was damn, I don't remember, but it was right where the church was. I think one of the things was the church name, and then like whatever, Ramon Road and whatever. And then I was like, oh, I'm right here. My car's on fire in the middle of the road right now. Like, it's literally happening right now. They're like, okay, we'll be right there. Boom. Then I called my sister because the car that I was driving was actually my niece's car. It's not even my car. And she let me borrow this car because my other car broke down the week before. So I was already borrowing a car, and it was my niece's car. So I was watching the car burn down, watching. It didn't explode. Then the whole time I'm regretting not getting the backpack. I'm like, it's literally just slowly burning. I'm like, there's still time to go get it, but it was already too late. Like, I should have got it in the first place. But again, I didn't want the car to explode. And then I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. You know, we'll get the stuff back. So then I watched the car burn, and then I have it on video. So I was like getting phone calls, and I was recording a little bit. So I recorded with the phone. Little clips. I didn't record the whole process, but I was like recording clips, making a phone call, recording clips, because like my sister was calling me. I was sending her the location, and then within 10 minutes, the fire department showed up, which was super cool. It was 8 minutes from the phone call to the time the fire truck showed up. Was 8 minutes, but those 8 minutes, the car was already gone by the time they showed up. So in real time, it looked like slow motion to me, because I was just watching. I'm like, damn, like everything's in there, you know, my whole editing, my backup memories, the cameras and all that stuff is in there. So it was, for me, like, it felt like it was a long time. But then when I was looking back at the videos, so within 3 minutes of the car catching on fire, like, thing was engulfed in flames. Like, it was like a giant fire pit. And then little by little you hear explosions, like one of the tires popping, a random explosion here and there, and I'm like, fuck. And then the fire department shows up, fire hoses, boom, they put the car out. The police showed up. I think the cops showed up first, but then the fire department showed up right away. Like, they were together. And then I was talking to the cops, like, hey, what's going on? What happened? And I was like, the car I was literally driving it, and I looked back and it was on fire. So when I looked back, the backseat was on fire. I ended up burning. I didn't really get burned, but I burned off some hairs, like from my elbow and then on this side, because it was burning from the bottom when I was driving, like from the bottom. And I was like, what the fuck? So then it's crazy because the gas compartment's right there. So I don't know what happened. The fireman said it's probably an electrical issue. So he said it was an electrical issue, but they were going to do a report on it. We're still waiting on the report. And so by the time they put it out, I kept telling the cop, I'm like, I have a backpack in the back seat. I hope there's any chance to even just get some of the memory cards. Like, I didn't even care about the laptop or the cameras. Like, I had some videos that I had not backed up that I knew were gone forever. So I was like, I just hope they save it on time, but they didn't. I was allowed to go. I was like, can I go check it out? He's like, yeah, you could come check it out once they put it all out. But by the time I went, the whole car was just like a skeleton. I don't know if you call a car a skeleton, just like the frame, like everything burned. So then I took a little video or where my backpack was, and then you can only see like the zipper, and then everything else was charred. You kind of see the lines of where the iPad and the laptop were and shit, but it was just like burned metal and plastics, you know, whatever computers are made out of, you know. So, but then also like the car burned down, so I was like, damn, it's my niece's car, and it was not full coverage, so the insurance does not cover the fire, which sucks. Like, so we lost the car, and then all my work equipment, some client work, those hard drives, and then just like watching it go in flames in 3 minutes. And I didn't really process it until like today. And people were messing, like I posted on my story because it was crazy, because I posted when I was on the freeway going from Coachella to Palm Springs. I posted like I don't know what time it was, but I was driving. And then literally like the next story, it's all my stuff is burning, the car's just on fire. And then the story after is like the car was gone. And then yeah, so it was pretty crazy. I was talking to the cops, made a report, and then my sister showed up to pick me up like 30-40 minutes later. She was coming from Indio, and the car was under her name. But when she got there, she saw a bunch of police officers. She thought something had happened to me, but I was fine. As long as that's the lesson here, is like, as long as you're fine. Like, even yesterday, I stayed off social media. Like, I posted that in the morning, and then I couldn't be on my phone. I just felt weird, like a weird feeling. I don't know. It just felt weird. Like, it's just materialistic stuff or emotional. We attach ourselves to objects, but yeah, that shit was a little weird. And then today, I felt a lot more normal today. To feel like a normal day. I'm like, you know what? I'm still here. I was talking to people last night, and all day people were making phone calls yesterday and today, just making sure I was okay. But just feel a little bit weird. Even right now, I feel weird. Even just like the whole process thing. So then people are telling me to make a GoFundMe account. They're like, you should make a GoFundMe account. You should make like, how can we help to donate to get your stuff back? So I made yesterday like at 3 or 4 p.m. I put together all the videos. I put on my phone, made a little edit, and then posted the video, and then started a GoFundMe, and then posted the video. And then people started sharing it. People started donating. And I just couldn't be on my phone. Like, it feels weird asking for help. Like, I don't want to ask for help. Like, it's weird asking for help. But yeah, like, to be honest, the thing I miss the most, like computers and all that shit, it's cool. But the work, the videos that weren't there. Pásale.
Are you making a video or you're on the phone?
I'm making a video. Oh. But you go be inside. Like, the Osmo Pocket had the videos that I recorded last Friday, so that kind of footage, and I was able to back most of the footage up, so I didn't lose everything. Because I think 3 weeks ago, less than a month ago, the Lacy hard drive with 5 terabytes, it was like the little it comes with a Type-C cable, this little cable, so the thing was like loose and the computer wasn't reading it. So I watched the video online. You take it apart, and you have to buy this adapter that costs like $5 or whatever. Then you use that adapter to connect to the computer, and I was able to save the footage. So I backed everything up because I'm like, the Lacy's already messing up. I had vlogs and videos from like December, November. I usually, the way I store my videos is like, I have a master hard drive, like I think it's 8 terabytes right now. It's either 8 or 10. And that's like where I keep all my stuff. So that one has all my Coachella footage and like all the concerts and everything. But I don't really back everything up that often. So whatever, let's say I'm shooting a festival or a concert or a wedding, whatever, I put that into the 5 terabyte. And then when that 5 terabyte's almost full, then I back everything up into the bigger one. So I had done that like 3 weeks ago. So I didn't lose too much footage. I did lose some footage that I'm never going to get back. But for the most part, most of it was saved. And then, but yeah. But I lost all my equipment. So the camera, the Osmo, my freaking laptop where I'm able to edit. My iPad was in there too. And like, that shit costs money, So, and then the car, that's the worst part is the cars, to be honest, actually. So now, like, I started GoFundMe. And the goal was I want to help my niece get a car first. And then I'm going to buy myself some equipment to get it back so I could continue making videos and, make money with this stuff. So a lot of people have been helping out. We had like over 60 donors, over 60 people were sharing videos or whatever. They were helping me out on Instagram, on Twitter. And we had like over 60 donors as the time of this recording. We had over 60 people donate on the GoFundMe. So I'm going to put the link in the description where you guys could donate some money if you guys want to help out. Anything helps, $5, $1, $10, $20, whatever you guys can. It'll be for a good cause. And I'll put the link in the description or whatever you guys want to help out. So anyway, that's my story time for today. My car burned down with all my stuff inside. But we'll be back, as long as we're alive, we're able to go forward. It's not the end of the world, but it definitely feels weird when you're going through this stuff. So make sure you guys, if you guys want to help out a little bit, the link will be in the description. And we'll be back. There's some Coachella news, but I haven't even felt like posting about Coachella because this has been pretty crazy. So I'll be back. I think over the weekend. I just gotta process some stuff, figure some stuff out. But I'll be back, and then we'll get ready because you can't just dwell on what's happening. You gotta move forward. So, hay que echarle ganas.